Well, hello, retro game players. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Marcus, and today I've got quite a few pretty awesome items as far as some recent pickups. So I'm going to be covering a pretty awesome vinyl record that was sent to me. I'm going to be covering, I think, 10 exclusive games that are for Sega Mega Drive. And then I've got 2 Super Nintendo new releases to talk about. So first off, you guys know I've done a lot of record unboxing videos, and one of the ones that I did was Mega Man, and it was a release that I actually drove to Hot Topic and picked up, but it's a Mega Man on vinyl, and the record company is Space Lab 9. I have some other videos that I've done for them. When I say for them, it really is like I bought their record and then talked about it. Maybe Retro Gaming Sunset, that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure, but I think I had a Fallout video or a record on there and maybe another one. But anyway, they contacted me, which is pretty freaking awesome, and they actually wanted to send me a vinyl record to show on the channel. So they did. And this is what I have. So I'm going to open it up. Got my Batman knife. Let's dig in. You can hear the music. We're listening to it now. But this is going to be Skyrim Atmospheres. And so these, this is kind of cool though, these little postcards. So it also talks about Skyrim, the vinyl box set. I actually did buy that. I love the soundtrack in Skyrim. And then Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. I don't know if that's all one record or not. I'm not really sure. And then this is the record right here. So, pretty cool. Skyrim Elder Scrolls V Atmospheres. Limited edition colored vinyl. So, yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's just like side A and side B, and it's just got some times of 21:27 and 21:33. But let's open this up and check out the record itself. Oh, cool. It's like a minty green. It probably looks pretty weird with the green screen. It's like a minty green, almost looks like white chocolate chip or something. But anyway, you know, this soundtrack not only is the score phenomenal, but yeah, like all the ambient stuff is really cool. So I'm really excited to listen to this and check it out. Thank you, Space Lab 9. You guys are awesome. And also, yeah, this is really cool how it's like flat here, and then the art is high gloss. So of course I'll have some better shots of this. But anyway, pretty awesome. So thanks again. Okay, moving on, I'm going to go ahead and launch into the Sega Genesis Mega Drive games. Now, these are games that were exclusive, I believe most of these. I'd say that at least 9, I think, are exclusive to either Japan or Europe, basically not America. So, yeah, in no particular order, I'm just going to go through some of these. So all these I picked up on AliExpress. They were all about, I would say, $4 each. Some of them were $5. I think maybe a couple were like $8. I can't really remember, but most of them were like $4. And I bought a bunch from the same sellers as well, which is always pretty cool. So first off, I've got Alien Soldier. This is by Treasure. This is an awesome side-scrolling, you know, shooter game. It's similar to Gunstar Heroes in a way, except the sprites are bigger. Tons of action, awesome music. This is a shame that this didn't come out in the United States. So that's why I bought this. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm really stoked to have this one. So that's really cool. This is another one. This is Zero Wing. Zero Wing is a really pretty interesting shooter. I played it for a little bit and thought it was actually pretty cool. So the way you upgrade your ship and everything was just pretty interesting, and how you got like a top and a bottom kind of sidekick satellite, you know, ship. And anyway, yeah, it actually was pretty promising. So Picked that up. Most of these I tried to get, they were like shooters of some kind. For example, here's Slap Fight. Slap Fight has kind of a top-down perspective. Kind of reminds me of like Raiden or something. What I can tell you is that it's imperative to grab the stars and power up your weapons because it's pretty tough. I'm not sure if it was one-hit deaths, but it was something like that, so it's pretty tough. So you definitely want to power up. Really similar to Raiden. And then I've got Twinkle Tail. Now Twinkle Tail is pretty crazy because it's a top-down, sort of isometric view. And it's kind of a shooter, almost adventure game, I'd say, because it's like the way you kind of traverse the levels. I figured out by using the homing attack, that seemed to help a lot. Because this, I can't remember, this isn't one-hit death, but yeah, it's pretty much like game over. I think you only have 2 continues or something. But anyway, really, really good game. Again, it's crazy that all these were not released in the US. This one here was one that Reggie told me about. This is Troubleshooter Vintage or Battlemania 2. So this one is actually, again, like a vertical side-scrolling, shooter. Kind of reminds me of like Forgotten Realms or something like that. I don't know. It's like you're a character with like a jetpack flying around. It is extremely high action. He was right. This game is awesome. So thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, again, this was a good score and just super action packed. So I'm not sure if the official name is Battlemania 2, but yeah, it does say Troubleshooter Vintage underneath that. Another one here is Panorama Cotton. So it's a cotton game. This one is pretty awesome because it's kind of like a 3D flying game, so sort of like Space Harrier. For some reason it kind of reminded me of like the Sonic 2 3D sections on the Chaos Emerald stages, but anyway, it's really pretty fun. I started to play this and couldn't stop. So yeah, and this is by Sunsoft, so pretty killer game as well. And then another one is Glay Lancer. That's kind of hard to say. Glay Lancer. Anyway, it's a cool shooter. It actually says Advanced Buster Hawk. Advanced Buster Hawk. Glay Lancer. So this one, again, wasn't too bad. And yeah, I don't know. I think this was a Japanese exclusive. So pretty cool. Definitely an interesting shooter for sure. And yeah, I don't know. I need to play this a little bit more and spend some more time with it. Now, one that I did a video of, kind of a Let's Play video, is Eliminate Down. I'll be putting that up at some point on the channel. But yeah, this is actually really good. This is like super impressive for a side-scrolling shooter, and just has a lot going on. The boss enemies, all that stuff is just really like high quality. So it's by Soft Vision, and yeah, I'm really excited to have that one too. So really sweet. Moving on to two that I don't know as much about. First off, Golden Axe 3. This is the first time I've ever played it, and you know, it seemed pretty cool, but I was like kind of disappointed for some reason. I don't know why. It just wasn't like as cool as I thought it was gonna be for some reason. But there it is, Golden Axe 3. It was not released in the United States. I'm not sure why. Have no idea, but there you go. And then the other one that I got was Mega Man: The Wily Wars. Now this, I thought this wasn't an exclusive to Japan or Europe, but I guess it may have come out in the United States. I just didn't know that. What this reminds me of is, and this is, I could be wrong because I didn't play it very much and I don't know much about it, but it seems like it's Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 sort of redone in 16-bit. I played it a little bit and it was awesome. The music sounded great. I was having a little issues with the controls. Just I felt like compared to the NES control pad, it just may not, I don't know if it was just not translated that great or if I need some more practice. Probably need some practice. But anyway, yeah, it was like Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, and it kind of reminded me of like Super Mario All-Stars. So I don't know if this is official, but I think it is. It had a Capcom startup screen and all that. So there you go. I got all of those games from AliExpress. I've bought quite a few things from AliExpress. I've talked about that in other pickup videos. And sometimes you take a little bit of a risk, but I've never had anything actually not show up or, you know, be bad or anything. So, okay, moving on to some Super Nintendo games. This is Unholy Knight. This is a physical release of a fighting game that was developed by, I guess, some ex-SNK developers. It's by, let's see, Blaze Pro, Fox Bat, New Gaia, and Retroism, I think. But yeah, this was actually pretty cool. You know, it was a little slow. I'd say it seemed a little like floaty, but the price, I think I got it and it was only like 18 bucks. So that's pretty awesome, really. And it has a manual and everything. So really pretty cool. Had some good vibes and cool artwork. So yeah, there's that. And then this is really weird. So basically, you may or may not know that Street Fighter 2 had the 30th anniversary release from I Am 8-Bit. So I've bought a lot of records from I Am 8-Bit. I've, you know, talked about them on the channel, all that. I've always liked I Am 8-Bit stuff. Like, their quality is really good. And when they were going to release this, I was really excited. And I can't remember the quantities, if it was like 4,000 in red, and then there was like an ultra limited 1,000 quantity of like this glow in the dark cartridge. So anyway, what happened was it was super random. You just had to buy one and just hope that you got a green one if that's what you're going for. Now I do want to say something real quick. So this game, which by the way, this is just awesome how this unfolds. I mean, the whole production of this thing is just sweet. And I'll show some better shots, but when I played this back in the day on my Super Nintendo, this was one of the only games that would actually get me like raging, you know, just raging when I would get to Vega or M. Bison, you know, just, I mean, it was so brutal, especially if you turn the difficulty up. The computer would play so cheap. It was absolutely insane. But in a lot of ways, I'd say I'm pretty good at Street Fighter 2 because of that, you know, because of suffering through it. So anyway, I was really excited, so I ordered 2, you know, and I was like, well, I'm going to get 2, and if I get 2 of the red, which is most likely what's going to happen, then I'll just end up selling the red one. So I'll just go ahead and open one here for you. So really pretty cool. There's the red, as you can see. And, you know, it's got a really nice manual, and I'll show that here. And then registration card. I think there's like an old school, kind of an old school poster, and there's like a fanny pack on here too. Anyway, so that's the red cart. And, you know, the cartridge itself is actually pretty cool. Like on the back, you know, it says it's only for use with, what's it? Made with love in USA by I Am 8-Bit, Retro Entertainment Games, Infinite NES Lives. And it says something else here, Legacy Cartridge Collection. But yeah, it's really high quality. Now, they did get a little flack because they said something like, I don't know, it was like, may cause harm to your Super Nintendo, may explode and catch on fire. I'm not really sure what all that's about. The footage that you saw there, or are watching, is done on a Super Nintendo, so it didn't catch fire. Anyway, this is the other one that I got, and even though, like I said, the cost was kind of high, I was just like, well, I'll just go for it, you know, and if I get 2 red ones, then that's fine. But I literally couldn't believe it. Here it is, and it looks pretty yellow, but it is the green one. So I got pretty lucky. It's the super limited version. It's supposed to glow in the dark. I don't know if it does. I haven't tried that. But yeah, so I ended up getting a glow in the dark one and the red one, and now I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm just going to sell the red one, but I'm going to keep this one for sure. So really excited. Yeah, that pretty much concludes this pickup video, you guys. I hope you enjoy it. And, you know, it is the holiday season, so I wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope you guys are all having an awesome holiday season and get to kick back. So, thanks for watching, you guys, and until next time, you know what to do. You keep that shit retro by playing your old Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis games later on.